Hey, how's it going, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, guitarjams.com, teaching you, one of the pinnacle acoustic songs. Alright, so on this first part, which sounds like this, I'm just going to teach it the way I learned it. My middle finger on that whole thing so far is always plucking the B string. So try and keep that in mind. Da, 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 And then on the next few riffs, the first shape, ring fingers on the 3rd fret of the low E, and so we play the B and that, just like that. The next shape, index finger, goes to the 1st fret of the B string, and remember, middle finger's still going to pluck that, but now my thumb is going to play, instead of the low E, it's going to play the open A string. So the first two are the next one, the right hand picks the same thing. The middle finger on the B string and the thumb on the A string, but it's going to be ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. So that's the next one. So we have this. The next one's the exact same thing, but we have to scoot it to where the index finger is, the shape's the same, but the index is now on the 10th fret, and the ring finger is on the 12th fret. Like that. So we've got. Check it out. So something cool from there, if you get those shapes down, then what you do is, I'm just going to keep playing the open G string in between the little hits, like. Now, I saw Paul McCartney just playing this live, and he was kind of, when he got up to here, he was kind of doing like some weird kind of strumming thing. I just always did it this way, so, depending on how accurate and anal you are about it, forgive me, but this is, I think, how I'm going to teach it to you. We're going to do, so we go, just like that, and then B string, A string, so we have. Check it out again. Then it starts. So here's what we have so far. Get an angle here so you can see what I'm doing. Index finger, 3rd fret of the A string, ring finger on the 5th fret of the B string. And you can do the same technique, get that open G in there. But don't worry too much about that open G if you're still working on the shapes. So this shape goes like this. And I recommend keeping track of where one finger, because sometimes we're going to have a long one, and then sometimes we're going to have one where the ring finger's a little bit, a fret low, fret, where they're only a fret apart. Sometimes they're 2 frets apart. Well, you know what I mean. Sometimes there's a whole step apart. Sometimes they're a half step apart. So this first one and the next part is a whole step apart. Then ring finger goes up to the 8th fret. And index finger is on the 7th fret of the A. So we have. Then index finger on the 5th fret of the A, and ring finger on the 7th fret of the B. So it's short one again, where index finger is on the 9th fret and ring finger is on the 10th fret. Then move that down a whole step. Same shape. So we have long, short, long, short, short. Check it out again. So here, I'll just say out loud what fret my first finger's on. 3, 7, 5, 9, 7. Then the next shape, just index finger moves down a half step. So we have that's that same pattern I was doing up here. You know, both together, G string, then B, A, then both together. It's a cool pattern, you know, like same pattern I just did right there. You know, it's something you're gonna have to study a little bit. So far we have. Let's get my right hand in there. Here we go. Next part. Okay, next thing we do is just scoot this whole thing down a half step. Then, a short one where the index is on the 7th and the ring is on the 8th. So, then a long one where index is on the 3rd, ring finger is on the 5th of the B. And this is the descending part, so it goes, and middle finger switches from your ring finger. So ring to middle finger while that's still there, so you have. Then that whole shape down a half step. Then middle finger slides down a half step with the open A string. Then the last one, index finger moves to the 1st fret of the B string, but now my thumb, this is the only time where my thumb didn't hit the A string. You know, the very first note it hits the E string, but the rest it's always hitting the A string. This last time it hits the D string with my thumb and my middle finger on the B string. Followed by the first little shape again. So from right here,